So if you're learning a language, how do you actually select a language to be used to read back to you on your iPad? You can do this using the accessibility option of VoiceOver and using the rotor. So start settings and into general, accessibility and VoiceOver. Now before we turn VoiceOver on, go into its properties and scroll down to see the language rotor. Now the rotor is a virtual dial. Twisting your fingers on the iPad screen like a dial can bring up various options, one of which is language. So you can select a different language to be read back to you. So if we go into Language Rotor, I have some languages selected. Now there are 36 languages that can be selected, and the one that I use the most, Australian English, is my default language that I put up at the top. Using the handles, you can move them up and down. So I've just got 4 there to demonstrate, but there are 36 different languages that can be read back to you. So once you've selected that, in the rotor, you need to ensure that you have speech rate, volume, characters and words selected. So when you're reading things back, you can select whether you want it to read you back word by word, character by character, or if it's going too fast for you, you can slow it down using the rotor. Once that's done, I'm going to turn VoiceOver on.
VoiceOver on. Landscape.
And let's go into Safari.
Safari.
Language that is selected in the rotor at the moment is German, which is why anytime it touches a button it sounds German.
Kalender. Sonntag, 28 Juli. Double-Dock. Safari. Double-Tap.
So if I twist my fingers on the screen, which brings up the rotor, so I'll do it in a blank space. I'm looking for language. Just keep twisting it, turning it like a dial.
Speech rate. Words. Characters. Language.
Once I get language, then I can flick up with the finger or flick down just to change the language.
Français. Italiano. Espagnol. Default language, Australian English.
So that's the one I want. So then I can tap Safari.
Safari.
Double tap to open.
Safari. German language for beginners and more.
So here's a German language site. And if I was to select some of that German text just by putting my finger on it, because I have the Australian voice selected in the rotor, it's going to sound like an Australian reading German. Not good. To ensure that I've got language selected in the rotor, on the screen I'm just selecting rotor, keep on changing it around.
Characters. Language.
Language is selected, but now I have to flick up or down to change the language.
Espagnol. Italiano. Sunday Juli 28 Diaca. Français. Sunday Juli 28 Deutsch.
So now it's selected German.
Die Tankstelle. Die Tankstelle, die Bushaltestelle, die Polizeiwache, die Kreuzung, der Platz.
It does take a bit of practice to get the VoiceOver touch gestures working, but it's a way of getting other languages to be read to you.